Hello BG, I'm Zack Carreon and this is your Falcon Sports Update. Saturday's home opener for BGSU football didn't go exactly as planned. FCS opponent South Dakota exploded to a 21-3 lead and BG was never able to catch up. Reporter Griffin Patterson saw some positives in a tough loss.
BGSU looked to take on the undefeated South Dakota Coyotes last Saturday night after a very close game against Michigan State the week before. The game started with a South Dakota touchdown but was then retaliated by a Bowling Green field goal by Jake Suter, who ended up tying the Bowling Green State University record for most field goals in one game with 4, and is also now second in the country among the NCAA for most field goals made without a miss this season. The punting game was just as reliable, as All-American punter Joseph Davidson averaged 46.5 yards per punt and downed 2 of them inside the 10-yard line, including this one at the 1. While the score was 21-9 at the half, Bowling Green did not get discouraged. With 2 touchdowns from James Morgan, who had 315 passing yards in the game, Bowling Green was able to cut South Dakota's lead to just 1 possession. However, with no timeouts left, South Dakota finished the game off with 3 consecutive kneels. Still, BG had many things to be proud of, including Josh Cleveland's 98 all-purpose yards, true freshman Andrew Clare's 94 all-purpose yards, Darren Guyton's 198 receiving yards, as well as 3 defensive sacks. Reporting for BG24 News, I'm Griffin Patterson.
The Falcons lost 35-27 despite holding the Coyotes to just 14 points after the first quarter. BG needs to find more consistency in its return game and keep its defense off the field in order to compete with Northwestern. The game is set for a 7:30 kickoff on the Big Ten Network at Ryan Field. Today, head coach Mike Jinks addressed the media. He clarified his urgency to win games, given the program's lack of success recently.
At the end of the day, it's about a win, period. And you got to be able to win those kind of football games, bottom line. I mean, there's a lot of people in the country that have struggled. I mean, there's parity, trust me, in college football right now. You know what I mean? And we are who we are. We're a work in process, but we need to get to the point, of course, you want to come out and you want to win by 40, 50 points. That's not who we are right now. And right now, what's important is finding a W. They should be frustrated. That's what a fan is. I'm frustrated when I watch the Cowboys. You know what I mean? That's what I want. And that's what we want. Talked with Moose about that a little bit last night. I want these fans stacked. I want them blowing up my Twitter. That's what should be happening. You know what I mean? We want this community involved. We want them passionate about BG football. So will you ask me, do I understand their frustration? Damn right I do. And I don't want any other way, period. You want to stay consistent. That's kind of the key. You want to stay consistent and make sure they understand that there's a plan in place. And it's about continuous improvement. It's about improving on a day-to-day basis. And those are the things you can control. You worry about the things that you can control. You know, again, getting down 21-3, I don't care who you're playing. You put yourself in a hole that's going to be hard to dig out of. And, you know, that was what happened in this past ball game. And, you know, we've got to move on. We've got to learn from it.
Jinks seemed to understand the frustrations of the Falcon faithful and put his trust in his program. Jinks put no blame on his players and took the fall for the disappointing loss. While BG football was home, women's volleyball traveled to Highland Heights for the Northern Kentucky Invitational. The Falcons fell in their first 2 matches against Sacramento State and Seattle, but the ladies were able to take home 1 victory over host Northern Kentucky and a 3-2 victory to close out the tournament appearance. Although they left the tournament with a 1-2 record, the Falcons challenged their opponents, taking every match to 5 sets. Junior Kaylee Samet set a career high in the final game for his NKU with 36 digs. Sophomore Selena Kagan and freshman Katie Kidwell also had a great tournament. Both of the underclassmen were named to the Invitational All-Tournament team. And finally, nobody is playing better than BGSU men's soccer right now. The undefeated Falcons continue to roll on Saturday, defeating Western Illinois 2-0. This is BG's 5th victory and 5th shutout of the season. Goalie Anthony Mebuya has continued to dominate the competition, not letting a single ball get past him all year. The run of clean sweeps for BG has tied a school record for consecutive shutout victories. The Falcons' next match on Wednesday in East Lansing will be their toughest match yet. They take on the undefeated and 13th ranked Michigan State Spartans. That game kicks off at 7 p.m. That's it for your Falcon Sports Update. Check in again on Friday for more updates and stories of your favorite Falcon teams.